What's going on, everybody? Well, I chose not to really watch the Tech game for a while. Well, that was until when I saw it was the fourth inning, and it was actually tied 0-0, so it was a more tighter game than what it was the last Tuesday. So from the fourth inning to the end, I watched the game. Georgia Tech ended up pulling off a 4-1 victory, getting some payback on Georgia State. Which I'm like, hell yes. So now the Yellow Jackets have a 12-1 record as they get ready to enter ACC conference play when they take on the Virginia Tech Hokies. Now, let's see now. There's quite a few ACC battles this Friday. I noticed the SEC isn't facing conference opponents yet. I think that's next weekend. And also, I had gotten the schedule and games wrong for Georgia Tech. It's I thought they were playing Auburn on the next following Tuesday after they play Virginia Tech. No, I was wrong. They actually take on the University of West Georgia on Tuesday night. And then after they have their 3-game series up at Clemson, then they play Auburn. Hey, I'm only human. I will miss some things, and I will goof, And tomorrow I turn 42 years old tomorrow. And of course now, I think I said on one video, I was actually supposed to have been born in May. I was born 2 months early than where I was supposed to have been born. But hey, I'm still standing. I'm alive. So, although I almost didn't live to see a life. Yeah, so there's that. And so, I had to get up earlier this morning, and because of that, I put on my watch list the Anaheim Ducks hockey team, and probably going to watch that either tonight or tomorrow. And with the temperatures being warm, hell's bells, if the weather cooperates, I may try to go down into the cove and do my very first fishing video for 2026. Because we had that real good rain last Saturday. It rained all night, and then it came a heavy downpour. So, I was just like, wow. And the lake's starting to show signs of a little life. So with that, I may start off, if I do, with getting a minnow bucket, getting some live minnows, and then going down to the cove, and then see what happens within, 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours. Just to see what happens, because I never know. I mean, there's someone that goes all over creation. I've seen it on YouTube. The person posted the photos, and this person caught multiple catfish, even a good, nice sized one, like the one I caught last August. And I was just like, well, damn. So, and with the way the weather's been so warm up here in Georgia, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing anybody that I'll be able to pull off going to the lake, because I don't know yet. I truly and utterly just do not know. And, I mean, I was originally trying to plan and hoping. I was hoping to go to Cartersville this week to visit a friend of mine. But I just, I don't know if, I mean, I ain't heard nothing from them. I hadn't gotten a single messenger message from them. I mean, he's done a lot of stupid things, but I don't know whether or not if those stupid things cost him, or he's either inside, or if he's, or if he did decide to leave the state of Georgia and go to Illinois. Because he had been, I remember 2022 and 2023, he had been talking about leaving Georgia and going to Illinois. Yep, sorry, I was looking at something. I grabbed it out of the mailbox. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Cause I used to go to someone I know. Vanessa, my high school ex-girlfriend, but we still remain friends. Vanessa, we went to her. Me and James went to her apartment, and we had a little podcast going on. And this is when I had the Fiesta before Carmart in Woodstock on 92 sold me a piece of crap. For damn transmission was going out and the catalytic converter was going out. And this was a year after I got the damn thing. So, honestly, folks, for anyone who watches this video, if they're from Woodstock, and if you're familiar where Carmart is in Woodstock, I would suggest don't get a damn car from them, because you have no idea what the hell you're really getting. You have no idea. Because years ago we had a neighbor next door, and her name was Harriet, and her son Eric once had the job of driving out of state, picking up cars that Carmart buys, and Lord almighty, that man couldn't even make it back to the dealership because the car was that bad. I mean, it was that bad. So, yeah. That is pretty freaking horrible. And let's see, Monday night, I had watched Raw. Let's see, saw Seth Rollins go on a freaking tear. I mean, you had the 3 masked guys in the black masks. 2 of them distracted Bronson Reed and Logan Paul, leaving poor Paul Heyman all alone. Here comes the third one. And then, while the third one was distracted, Seth Rollins came from behind and hits Heyman in the back of the chair, gives him the curb stomp, busting his nose. Then saw Jimmy and Jey Uso take it to Logan Paul and Bronson Reed. You know, it's kind of funny. It really is. Because I remember way back, I mean, I think it was still 2025 when, now I don't like Becky Lynch's character, but I do respect her athletic ability. She is a good heel. She knows how to generate the heat. And for that, I give her all the respect in the world. She warned Heyman that when Seth comes back, Seth was going to start kicking everybody's ass. And he then started off with Elimination Chamber, giving Logan Paul the curb stomp. Then Monday Night Raw, strikes and hits Heyman in the back with the chair, then curb stomps him. Heyman gets put in the ambulance, and then you had L.A. Knight. Yeah! He was driving the ambulance, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna take him and get him the help he needs." Yeah! And takes off. That was so hilarious. And then, of course, AJ Lee put the entire women's roster on notice. Say, hey, I mean, she did the same like what Punk said. I'm a fighting champion. I don't care who I take on. So there you go. And then, of course, Punk, right at the very end of the show, when him and Roman Reigns had a face-to-face. And honestly, I mean, I do believe CM Punk is about to turn heel again. All the signs are kind of showing there. Because he told Roman Reigns, plain and simple, he goes, "I'm going to bury you and I'm going to put you next to your father." Roman's father passed away 9 months ago when the 25th hits of this month. I mean, I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm going, "Oh dear Lord, Punk. You just went, that was too far. That was too far." I mean, because that just about destroyed Reigns mentally. Because it's like, come on. The man just lost his dad, and it's still very, very fresh. And CM Punk pulls that stunt. I mean, I know some people like that because they're like, okay, now he's going back to the Punk we know. That Punk I didn't like. Now, I did like the one time where Punk laid down the biggest, as what he called it, his pipe bomb announcements, and not a literal pipe bomb, but I mean as he called it, but what he calls it, when he was talking about saying, oh, when Vince McMahon's dead, his stupid, he goes, his stupid, or his daughter and his stupid son-in-law is going to be running the damn show. Well, let's see. Vince McMahon's not dead, and Triple H and Stephanie are in fact running the shit. So Punk wasn't wrong about that. But then that night, he had to grab 3 microphones because they kept cutting them off. They kept cutting the mics off. Because they didn't like the way he was going about it. Well, I'm sorry. You don't give somebody the permission to say whatever you want, and then all of a sudden, when you start doing it, you cut him off. You cut his mics off. I mean, that was like back in 97 when Bret Hart was given 100% pure creative control. And yeah. Well, for anyone who was growing up or around for that year, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where Bret Hart got completely screwed. And then some people were sitting there bad-mouthing Bret Hart. But the thing of it is, most of the people that did bad-mouth him, they didn't know the damn story. Because back in 97 was during the time where Shawn Michaels was going through some very, very, very personal stuff. He couldn't lay off the painkillers, so his professional life was crumbling, and his personal life at home was crumbling. His wife was about to leave his behind and take the kids away from him because he wouldn't lay off the pain pills and any other kind of drug-related or alcohol-related substance. Because, I mean, even Mark Calloway, a.k.a. The Undertaker, talked about that. He said that in his early part of his career, he wanted to kill HBK. He literally wanted to kill Shawn Michaels. Because he hated him that bad. But he said, he was always willing to work with him, because he talked about how Shawn Michaels gave him one of his best matches in his career, which is true. He really did. He gave Undertaker a good match. And so, but then Shawn Michaels, he turned to God, he turned to Christ, and then he started to where everybody started to get him respect. I mean, even Triple H's best friend, not Triple H, but, well, yeah, that's who I'm talking about now. Shawn Michaels' best friend, Triple H, even he was this damn close to saying, Shawn, screw you, I can't be around you no more. So, yeah. A lot of behind the scenes stuff, you just don't. Yeah. But then what started that what would be the Montreal Screwjob 97 was when Brett didn't like Shawn either, but he was always willing to do business. But then this is where it gets to the point. Brett talked to Shawn and said, "Hey man, we're gonna have a match at Survivor Series where we're gonna, I'm gonna drop the title and give it to you." And Brett was willing to do it. But HBK, in his arrogance, when he looked at Brett and says, "Oh, I appreciate that, man, but I'm just wanting you to know right now that I would never be willing to do the same for you." In other words, he would never drop the title for Brett ever. And so that ruffled some feathers. That got Brett upset. And it got to where he goes, "Hell no, I'm not gonna drop the damn belt to him." And honestly, any rational human being out there, you can't blame him. You could not blame Brett for not wanting to do business right there then, because it's like, you don't sit there and tell somebody, "Hey, I'll be putting you over," and then the person you tell that to goes, "Well, I appreciate it, but just know I will never do the same for you." Okay, Brett gladly dropped the title for Shawn at WrestleMania 12 in the 60-minute Iron Man match. Come the freak on. And of course, now during that time, before Montreal, Brett and Shawn got into a fist fight, and Brett beat the holy shit out of him. Brett beat the hell out of him in the locker room. That was why for the past few weeks you saw Shawn he had a couple of shiners on his eyes because Brett beat the hell out of him. And, I keep trying to look up where to find that, because it was during the time when Bret Hart was having a documentary done. And it didn't really show the whole fight. It just showed at the beginning where both of them were grabbing each other by their hairs, and then next thing you know you had Bret on top of on top of Shawn going boom, boom. And you're like, "Oh crap, he's kicking the crap out of him." And then that was it. That's all you saw. You didn't see the whole damn fight. And but from what I heard, because Brett was giving him the right hands, and then Brett was holding both of Shawn's arms with his left. So Shawn was utterly defenseless. He could not. There was no way to fight back. There was no way he could try to lay a punch because Brett had both of Shawn's arms, which gave Brett all the advantages in the world to just bash his head in. Now, I would imagine that somebody had to have said something and they got the fight broken up, but yeah. It's amazing what the hell happens behind closed doors at wrestling events. It's amazing. Then, of course, Montreal. Shawn put the sharpshooter on Brett. Vince yelled, ring the damn bell," and then Then Earl Hebner went, okay, and the signal, ring the bell, and that was it. Then, of course, Brett went to WCW, and, of course, WCW didn't know what the hell to do with him. Then again, WCW didn't know what the hell to do with 99% of their talent. I mean, they really didn't. Because all Turner cared about was bankrupting Vince. Then, of course, Eric Bischoff, the jackass. He was telling everybody before Raw aired, oh, yeah, hey, don't watch this. Undertaker's gonna take down, so-and-so, or Stone Cold's gonna stun Vince McMahon, and was giving away the results on the nights that Raw was taped and not live. Well, finally, when Bischoff screwed up, he goes, who wants to watch Mick Foley win a WWF title? All people change channels like, wait, what? Click? And that just completely screwed up WCW. And that was it. And that's it, folks. And if you love the content I bring out, if you love what I talk about, I mean, hey, leave a comment on what you like about what I post, And I mean, because I know ultimately I'm going to have to try to make a trip to go to Fields Landing to see how that area looks, to see if the waters even rose up to where the fishing dock's at. So I can then start to, fish off that dock and see about getting some crappie. And I mean, hell, there might be some crappie down at the cove right now, and I don't know, but I don't have the bait right now for that. And let's see. Also I gotta watch the another baseball game that I got on my watch list on ESPN. The Virginia Tech versus Marshall. I gotta see what is Georgia Tech in for. What is gonna, I mean, I know Virginia Tech's not been that great, because on the past 3 or 4 times Tech faced them, Tech has either took 2 out of 3, or they just swept their ass. So, and I've actually been to a few games where, yeah, they did. They swept them. I mean, now Tech don't play Virginia, but I think Virginia is the one team in baseball Tech has a problem with. Tech's going to have a hard time, I believe, when they play Clemson, when they face North Carolina, when they play Florida State. I mean, hell, even when Duke's not having the best season, they find a way to surprise you. So, college baseball, you got to take every conference opponent as a threat, or any opponent for that matter. Because, I mean, what was it? Georgia had lost one game. They won the series, but they lost game 3 to Wright State. Then they, I think it was last week, Georgia lost to Troy 6-5. And that was at Foley Field down in Athens. So that's what I'm saying. It don't matter who you are. Any team that comes up to you, they can pull a surprise on you without realizing it. But like I said, folks, if you like the content I'm doing, if you like what you're seeing, and if you like what I'm talking about, and if you love, fishing for various types of fish, just hit that like and subscribe to my channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Because let's see, I started this back in July. I didn't expect to get 50 within a year, and subscribers, but I'm willing to keep going until I can hit that, 50 subscriber, and from there, I can start to, go live without having to, without having to come home, getting Wi-Fi, upload it, because now with the fiber optics that we got with Windstream, they're still one of the worst internet providers. Damn. But with the fiber optics the optic cable there that they started providing everybody, the internet don't go out nearly and hardly, if not at all, as it used to. Alright, and then a 30-minute video or a 40-minute video only takes like maybe 20 minutes and it's up. Versus when I was doing videos and last year, it took about a day and a half to 3 days before a 2-hour video would freaking upload. And that drove me so dang bonkers, because some of those videos that I did were the days where I actually caught something, and instead people are being treated with videos of me either not catching something or me ripping out hooks out of a turtle's mouth. There was only a few of the videos I did where you actually saw me reel in a damn catfish. So, but on that note here, folks, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Just don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to Jason Fishing Videos. Till next time, guys, peace out.